Where do I begin? This video is not scripted. This is coming from the heart. This morning, it was like yesterday of where I was going about my day, and suddenly this morning, I got the news in my recommendation that Akira Toriyama, the legendary mangaka, has passed away. And I'm just speechless. Like, how do you even react to that? Like, I just don't know what to say to that. I'm just speechless, and I'm still trying to process everything that I'm trying to grasp that I know. But this is also a kind of a message and a tribute to Akira Toriyama, the legendary mangaka. And this video is also part of, I guess, like a movement, but also like the group online of where like we're spreading the truth of yes, Akira Toriyama has passed away, guys. And doing this, like making this video, is a way to like clarify the news, and there's no fake news to this, and which will, and people who think this is fake news are just gonna, like, say, no, this is not fake, oh, it's all you. This isn't the time to argue or fight amongst each other. I think this is a reminder for us to come together, because Dragon Ball as a Dragon Ball is a universal thing that brings us all together. Like, do you guys remember the time of it was like back in 2018, of when Dragon Ball Super was still airing, and the whole last arc of Dragon Ball Super, of where like the last tournament arc of the power tournament of power. And there were reactions of people watching Dragon Ball online, posting reaction videos, and there I was surprised that there was, what I saw online was that there were people all around the world, people gathered in a crowd who were watching Dragon Ball, which is incredible. Like, Dragon Ball like brought people together, and it was like a wonderful thing to witness. I think this news of like his death, about passing away, it's not the first time I've experienced loss in my life. Let's be honest, and it's also, I never have ever met face to face with the mangaka Toriyama himself. I never met him before. Like, I have not met him before, and maybe you haven't too. But the reason why I know Dragon Ball was because of his work. The reason why I know Dragon Ball, because of his work. I'm still trying to process this, but I mean, it's not the first time I've experienced loss. Plus, I don't really know him. I don't really know Akira Toriyama that much, but nonetheless, I know of him because of his magnificent creation of all time that has impacted the lives of not just me, but every single person that knows Dragon Ball. My friends know Dragon Ball. The waiter knows Dragon Ball. Heck, even my parents know Goku. Even my dad, who isn't a cartoon fan, he doesn't watch cartoons and anime. But if I asked him, hey, do you know Goku? If I give him a picture, he'd be like, oh yeah, that's Goku. Like, bro, that's impact right there. It feels like the world has stopped in time. And just processing this, I feel like once I fully process this, the world will soon start moving again, and the top will start clicking again. I just want to take this time to say that hey, this is a reminder that we don't have a lot of time left, and yeah, I'm just speechless. I can't remember. Like this man right here has brought a gift to the world. Oh god, why am I crying right now? I shouldn't be crying. It's taking a while for me to process this. I didn't cry the first few hours I heard this news, but even still recording this video, it's still. Oh yeah, it's kicking in now. It's kicking in now. Yeah. The waterworks. So much for a pre-recorded video, but this is coming from the heart. This video is not scripted. This is pure authentic. This is pure authentic, like, coming from the heart. Man, I'm just so grateful. This man, the way that I see it, yeah, we should be sad, but we shouldn't be fighting. We all should be grateful for what we have. I don't think this is not just for Dragon Ball, but it's a reminder that we should be grateful for what we have in the world, what we have now, the people in our lives now, and be grateful. Because you don't know when you'll see them again. Where it would be yesterday of where it would be yesterday of where you see your friends and know your celebrity who is still kicking, but next day they're alive. But then the next day they're gone, just like that. And it's like, holy shit, life is short. And I've watched a few YouTube videos about from Ren'sTongue and shit, what's his name again? It's the what's the YouTuber's profile with the Frieza as like with a lightsaber. Shit, I can't remember. Oh man, but I saw a few YouTube videos about that, and man, it brought the internet together. It's taking me like some time to like process this. Oh right, Geek Dome 101. There you go. I remember now. Geek Dome. He made a video about that, and yeah, I watched the video. I watched his video about his perspective of Akira Toriyama's passing and gift to the world, and it's sucking in. It has sunk in yet. I really like that the not just the Dragon Ball community, but also like not just the Dragon Ball community and not just the anime community, but us humanity as a whole, or this is are coming together. We're coming together and being strong. And I might get canceled for saying this, but I think this is a blessing in disguise. Like yes, Akira Toriyama's passing is sudden and sad, but it's actually a blessing in disguise because coming from a gratitude perspective, it's a gift from Akira Toriyama that we should all come together. Like, why are we fighting each other and beating each other down rather than trying to lift each other up, give each other hope, saying to each other that we'll make it. Ugh. I don't cry because of his passing, and I don't cry because of, oh, Dragon Ball's not gonna be, there's no more Dragon Ball. No, it's not because of that, but it's because of, I'm quite surprised and kind of sad because I didn't expect like the internet to gather together and talk about this. Like, I should be like, it's weird coming from me like saying this out loud, but like I feel I cry out of like hope because people are people are coming together online on YouTube about how much Dragon Ball has affected their lives and gave them courage, gave them hope. Like Goku, for example, he was the character of I've the first time I watched Dragon Ball, I remember me and my brother would wake up early in the morning at Saturday a.m. after a whole week of waiting for school. We would wake up and turn on the TV on low volume, and it would be we would be watching Dragon Ball on CW4 Kids on every Saturday, and man, it was a blast. It was a blast. We would look forward to watching the next episode of Dragon Ball Z Kai every single week, and it blew my mind. At first, I see Goku, like the character. I was like, wait, who is he? I was used to like kiddie shows and like PBS Kids, but then Dragon Ball Z was different because it was like I like fighting, and I like storytelling and comedy, and it's like Dragon Ball Z Kai is like a thing that just brought all of those elements just together, and boom, you got Dragon Ball. Seeing the people coming together and just like coming together and sharing the same feelings, sharing the same stories, and connecting with each other is like the most important aspect of a human life, which is connection. If the world didn't have Dragon Ball, woo! Man, things would be very, very, very different. Because in this world, there's darkness. But then there was one man who fully went full throttle in his passion and brought this world and gifted this world with the greatest creation of all time that will be forever known for decades, centuries. And even though I never have met this man before, but I'm grateful for his work, that he has blessed us in this world during his lifetime. This feels like I've woken up from a dream. Like everything was going good, everything was, everybody was still alive. And then this news hit, and it was like, this feels like a wake up call. Like, hey, this feels like a wake up call for me. Like, it's a sign for me to like, hey, get my shit together. Get your shit together, Ren. Now's not the time to be scared, but have courage to do the things that you want to do in this lifetime. Because life is short, and you can be scared and never do the things you do and regret it. Or see this here as a reminder that, hey, you have a life. Use it. do the things that you always wanted to do. And also, be kind. Just be kind. Alright, we're not gonna be a society of where like, hey, we're not gonna be like the cool kid of like, hey, I'm not gonna talk to anyone. I'm on my purpose. Bruh. No. The way to make a simple impact in this world, just a small portion, is just making things positive by saying hello to someone, or just by greeting someone, hey, how are you? Or, hey, how's it going? Just that one word. And even if they ignore you, you know that, hey, you just made an impact to the world. You just made an impact to your community, to people around you. Even a small impact, and it might be small, it might be a small dub, but small dubs are still dubs. And if you continue to give and win small dubs, eventually it all adds up, and you look back and you're like, whoo, man, look at all these dubs. Like, these small dubs combined together, adding those up became a big dub. Man, there was like Toonami, like, I remember there was like Toonami on CW4 Kids, and Dragon Ball Z was on there, and it would be one of the only shows I would look forward to, and then the rest I wouldn't care to watch, because let's be honest, Dragon Ball Z is the shit. It's the freaking shit. You know what I'm saying? Oh, okay, that's fine. And another for Vegeta. We all know we can relate to Vegeta because he's been broken and done some horrible shit, and still the story doesn't necessarily say that he's a bad guy, period. He's a bad guy in the beginning, but he's broken. He was traumatized, and yet he was redeemable. He redeemed himself. It's not about being sinful forever, but it's about being redemptal, redeeming your sins and redeeming yourself and going on a journey. And that's just been the journey with Vegeta, which he's still one of my favorite characters in Dragon Ball Z, because he went through so much and went through so much growth. And that's the beauty of Dragon Ball Z and Dragon Ball franchise in general, which is that you can still develop yourself, you can still change, you can still grow, even when you reach your final form, and yet there's someone else out there more powerful than you, and that just makes you excited to be better and grow much more. That's the beauty of Dragon Ball, is to grow even more, to keep growing and keep growing and keep growing. And it brings a smile to my face of whenever whenever I see Goku's face smiling, it means that there's someone out there who's stronger than him, and he's excited about that. That's just that concept, and that just brings a sort of irony that that's Goku's character, and Vegeta's character too, of where he still has a long way to go to grow himself. And that's where we get deeper. We get much more deeper into this world of dinosaurs, that we can imagine there's dinosaurs out there, there's power levels out there, we can shoot key blasts from our hands, and it's a fantasy that just feels real and more authentic than any other genres out there. Dragon Ball has been the root of other animes and mangas and other series coming from it. Akira Toriyama took the inspiration of Journey to the West and made it an inspiration that made Dragon Ball. he took that as an inspiration, and boom, you got Dragon Ball. But man, I'm just so grateful to Akira Toriyama that he brought us together again. I remember there would be reaction videos about Dragon Ball Super in 2018, and I watched videos of reactions of special reactions where like a whole entire crowd like gathered together, and there would be like a big screen for the crowd to watch a episode of Dragon Ball Super, excuse me, episode. And that would just warms my heart that holy shit, dude, this show has brought together people around the world. Like even people from Puerto Rico, Italy, France, Germany, Africa. When I everybody knows Dragon Ball Z. Everybody knows Dragon Ball. Everybody knows Goku. Like that's how much a big impact it is. A big impact doesn't just mean, make an impact overnight, not necessarily, but make an impact over time. And it doesn't have to be great as like creating the best invention of all time or creating the best weapon of all time. It can just be, hey, I'm just a YouTuber, or hey, I'm just a mangaka. But yeah, I'm just so grateful. I'm very grateful. You should like get a journal. Like the journal, writing in your journal helps with stress, and practicing gratitude also makes you more, I wouldn't say happier, but it makes you more like that. Like you begin to be grateful for the things that you have, and it gives you life. Like gratitude gives you life. Yeah. Like this man, we all know that he's not immortal. He's not immortal. He's human just like us. And dying at fuck. And dying at 68 is way too young. I'm sure he still has a lot to give, and give to the world. This man has given so much and give to the world, and he has plans of doing some projects, and he probably still has more to give. Like I'm just so grateful. The first few hours I heard this news, it didn't feel real to me, but now that I've taken the time to process it, like I stopped watching YouTube videos and stop just like stop consuming distractions, and just sit down and just process for like looking at the wall, your ceiling, your wall, your clock, and just do nothing. That's how you process shit. Because that's what it means to be a human. You process things. This is the essence that we've forgotten to use as humans. We have the ability to process things, and that's how we are able to move on things so efficiently and so strongly with strength, because we process things so that we never forget how we feel, never forget the pain. And that's just how we learn as humans. I believe this was the last gift that he blessed us with, which is gratefulness and bringing bringing all of us together once more. Like this isn't the time to be, I wouldn't say sad, and not like arguing with each other and start forgiving each other. Like, the power of forgiving is so powerful. Not to say it justifies the actions of the other person, but it's just to forgive yourself and allow yourself to move on and spread less hate in this world, you know? Like, the world still has hope. The world is still positive if you allow it to be, and if you contribute to the positive energy that's around you, and allow that energy to flow through you, and it feels pleasant. It feels really pleasant. I feel like I just wake up from a dream. And this is the sign for me to do something. It works like that. Yeah, don't know. I don't know what to say anymore because I'm freaking dead. This is such a unprofessional way of a YouTuber not scripting a video. Holy crap, dude! What? You didn't script this video? We're gonna kill you! Blah blah blah. Yeah. Anyways, have a good day. Mwah.